Well, someone say something now. Come on, everybody. What is going on? This is the weekly live at 4:30 p.m. PST. That is Pacific Standard Time. So Vancouver, Seattle, Oregon, California, Mexico, right? I think it's right below California. So what is happening, everybody? Today we have the Boox Tab X. The Boox Tab. Oh, any idea why Boox removed some things they had on the Tab Ultra, like micro SS slot? Oh, that good old micro SS slot. No, I'm just kidding, Simon. I don't know why they removed the SD. Let's go look at it right now. Now, this is a big unit. And hey, Simon, what's going on? And good morning, CJ. And Nicholas Pinotti. I don't know. MC Kane, hi. Stephen Donahue, what ho, goody reader? Yes, what's going on? I think this is not going to look good with the current setup we have, just because the way everything is laid out. I mean, usually we do e-readers, but oh man, Alex, sorry about that, man. It's the middle of the night. We really do appreciate it. We do e-readers, not gigantic slates. So we're gonna do landscape just because it fits the current setup of where the webcams and lights and microphones and there's a lot here just for a simple live, honestly. We do appreciate you guys stopping by each and every week. Honestly, we do. John F. Reynolds, what's up? Nicholas Pinotti, I don't know if that, I mean, I'm Italian, but I can't speak it, and I have no Italian culture, so I know you do this a lot, eh? So, this is the Tab X, everybody, a slight departure from the Max and the Max Lumi line. We are no longer seeing the Max monikers on the name anymore. It's not the Max Tab X, it's not the Lumi Tab X, it's actually, they've gone away from all that, and they've created this as a tablet PC. Yes, that's what they're saying. They have several speed modes on the e-ink center, which is honestly your go-to. This is where you're going to be going to a lot. HD is obviously HD. You can see our review where we actually compared all these on a kind of quartered screen where we have a video playing simultaneously. You have ultra fast, which is stupid fast. That is really fast. Oh, I'm Brazilian, actually. My family's from Italy. Well, yeah, I mean, your name's Italian for sure, but you're Brazilian. Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm Italian and I'm from Vancouver, so there you go. We're all just humans interacting with each other. You know, labels and ethnicities are just, you know, just names, man. We're all just people. So this is the preset. Dark enhancement 30, light color filter 10. There's 1,000,001 things you can do. You can do balanced with a big dark enhancement. You can go fast with light dark enhancement with heavy light color filter. There's just 1,000,000 ways you can absolutely go about this, but we're going to leave it in the base form unless one of you guys says, let me see this mode, that mode, etc. Yes, out of the box you get Google Play, everybody. Oh, I used to be able to read Hangul. Hold on. Kim hold on. Kim Ko Shul. Kim Ko Shul, right? Something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Yeah, stupid fast. It is very fast, honestly. This is Google Play. You might say, actually, you know what? This is actually a very good opportunity to go in ultra fast mode because Google Play is just really slow on HD. But once you do and go in ultra fast, it's very fast. Extremely fast. It truly is ultra fast. I mean, I can't think of any other 13.3 that just does this. It doesn't. Nothing else will do it this realistically possible. You know what I mean? Kim Kozil, actually nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I used to read Hangul. I don't know why. It's a very easy language to read, and the grammar is actually structured very close to Japanese. So I picked it up pretty quick, and then 3 years later didn't do anything with it, and I forgot it. So if you don't use it, you lose it. This is a great unit, guys. This doesn't require you to do any GSFID, which basically means back in the day with the earlier Onyx stuff, you had to click on that. You had to tap this to show that you're not a robot, bind it to your account, and then you had to use the back end to tie in the ID for Google services, and then you wait 24 hours and then you log in. You don't have to do any of that. You simply just use it. And the Kindle app works beautifully as well. You just go right into things like that. And actually they have optimized the Amazon app for the Onyx books. So actually all of the page turn animations, whether they are present or not present based on the speed mode you're in, are very fluid, and it doesn't actually get in the way, and there's very little ghosting and everything like that. You do have your highlights and everything that the Amazon app can do, because it is the Kindle app. You're not using a Kindle. This is the Kindle app. So you're not going to find any differences in this than you would on your phone. You do have all of your things right here. You can read your mangas, you can read your graphic novels, you can read all of your magazines, anything in your account. And remember, if you do have, read. No, that's read. Want to read, currently reading. How do I go back? Overwatch. Nope, push that down. There we go. If you are reading a graphic novel versus a manga, look what you can do. You can actually do panel view. So if I go into something like this and double tap that, that's going to fill the screen. And then as I swipe, it's going to go from cell to cell. And others will look better than others because some will be portrait based and some will be landscape based. If you swipe up from the bottom, you get this bar here. You can actually switch that bar to gesture support. So you can go there, 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 and there, and they'll do different things. I personally like the bar. I don't know why. I just kind of like it there. Ojitha Kumanayaka. Wow, that's a name and a half. That's like Malaysian, Indonesian kind of thing. That's around there. Is there a listen audiobook while reading in the Kindle app? Yeah, you can read audiobooks. So for example, if you go over here to A Christmas Carol, you see the little audio guy there. You can go over here and click on that. And then at the bottom right there, it'll say tap to download the audible narration. So you can totally do that. Steve Donahue, I saw Chalid Rakami's review of the Boox Tab Ultra. Is this unit very different? I don't know who that is. Is the unit we have a review of the Tab Ultra on our site, and is it very different? I would say that it is spawning a new line of devices from Onyx called the Tab. So up until now, we've had the Nova Air C, the Nova Plus, the Note Air 2 Plus. We've had the Leaf. We've had all these little tiny kind of individual names, but now with these hyper devices, they're going Tab Ultra, Tab X, and they have plans for additional ones as well moving forward. So it's hard to really find out which, we work with Onyx, but we don't sit down with the table discussions in their company. We're not part of their company. So we don't know the identity of the new devices, because this looks like a Lumi to me. You know what I mean? It really does just look like a Max Lumi, because that's what it is. It's the continuation of the Lumi. The Lumi is now discontinued. You can't buy it. But they didn't throw an homage to the Lumi 1 and put a micro SD on there. So it's just a little weird as to the identity of where this is going, but it's fully capable. So themes aside, it's a fully capable unit. Andrea Gianni. This thing seems really great. Would you mind open real-time YouTube and video? Yeah, for sure. Neil Browser. I think I even have YouTube on there from when we did the review. There it is. Yeah, so I'm going to go back because actually this is just me fixing cars and stuff. So right now, if you look, this is a real YouTube video. We're in ultra fast mode. I'll just play it for a second here. Don't worry about it. I'm going to answer another question here. Or Prime Video or Netflix. Yep. Stephen Darby, he's a terrific e-reading reviewer. Okay, that's fantastic. I've never heard of the gentleman. That's great. CJ, I have 3 questions about this device. Is 207 PPI clear enough? Can I use external monitor for my Mac? Does it come with a coverage case? Okay, I'm going to answer all those. Hold on one sec. And I'm going to go to fast now. So we're going to go to fast mode, and that's what it looks like. That's my actual arm. Oh my god, that's the arm in the video, guys. Yeah, this is just me like documenting me fixing cars. That's just a side thing of mine. I love cars. Moving on, CJ. 207 PPI clear enough? Kind of. It's weird how the bigger this, well, it's not weird, but they have 300 PPI panels for 13.3. It's just we haven't seen any be properly released to the public. So 207 is clear enough? Yes, it's clear enough. Could it be clear? Hell yeah, I could do with 227 all day long, but unfortunately that's not what we have here. Can I use it as an external monitor from my Mac? Yes, you can. You can use Space Desk, for example, and we're going to switch to balanced. Balanced looks a little bit worse, everyone. Don't get freaked out. The darks are darker. It's a little more sloshy. Yes, you can use it as an external monitor. Does it come with a cover? Yes, it does. MC Kane fits the Lumi case. Is that a question or you're saying for everyone? Please explain, MC Kane. Do you think Onyx has any plan for the Boox Tab in a smaller size? We believe so. They haven't said anything to us. And even if they did, Steve, and I knew, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Because we're signed and bound by NDAs. So maybe they do. And finally, everyone, we're going to go into HD. Don't freak out. This is terrible. Don't freak out. That's pretty good. I just gotta say, for a 13.3 in full HD mode, I can still kind of see the video, which is honestly a pretty extreme. It's a pretty amazing thing. I know you guys are watching that. You're like, you know, objectively that looks bad. But if you scale it against the industry of what we deal with on a second-by-second basis here at Goody Reader, that's phenomenal. Because a lot of devices just spaz out and crash because they can't handle it. But yeah, we don't obviously want it on HD mode. We want it on ultra fast mode because yeah, just like Blue Killington said, you can totally watch movies on this. It's there's audio. I mean,
if they find like a drink,
oh, I gotta mute that. How do you mute that on here?
like a bottle of tea under the seat,
Okay,
it's not good.
I can't
Seriously.
mute on the app. I'm
And
just
if
gonna
you're-
mute that. Yeah, sorry, it's just me chatting away. You can totally watch videos on this. It's very watchable. Honestly, it is. Simon, Alexander, would love to see how fast quality on Kaleido 3. Yeah, we have a video of Kaleido 3 on our YouTube channel. Head over there right now. We have Kaleido 3 video, and we have a video of the color Quaderno 3, which will be using a Kaleido 13.3 inch. Simon Gordon, it's a shame that Boox ditched the HDMI. Yeah, you know what? Even when the Lumi 2 was in full swing, our company was still selling more Lumi 1s because of the fact that it had an HDMI cable. And why that was is because they left the HDMI cable on the Lumi 1 kind of mistakenly. Because while the Lumi 1 was being created, they were branching out into monitors, and they realized they can't keep selling people the monitors as is while the Lumi 1 existed. Because why would you buy the monitor, which has the same panel from the same company, sold by the same distributor, when you could buy a Lumi 1 that can do everything under the sun and still has an HDMI cord? So as to not cannibalize and compete with their Mira monitors, they got rid of the Lumi 1 and put the Lumi 2 out there with no HDMI. That's honestly what happened. That's what happened. Because, I mean, come on. What do we got here? MC Kane saying it does fit, same size. Yeah, perfect. Looking at it, I think it's tooled pretty much exactly the same, depending on what kind of Lumi case you have. If it's silicone, if it's leather, if it bounds by the corners. Yeah, it should fit, honestly. I think we're all done on the questions there. Yeah, so this is the, I was going to say Max. What is it called? Tab X. Doing a million things. You know, this year already, we're only 3 weeks in, and we are backlogged the amount of devices we have right now, honestly. And Moo Inc. just sent us the Read Moo that we haven't gotten around to. Thunderbird says, brings me back to the 50s TVs with black and white. I guess, yeah. You know, it's always funny when people look at this tech and say, wow, looks like crap, looks like old technology. The amount of futuristic nano shebangs and quantum things being involved in an e-ink panel is nothing short of a miracle. But, you know, it just being black and white, the average person can't look past that. So they see it for face value. They say, oh, it's black and white is crap. But there's so much more going on. I would like to tell you guys this. If you didn't see it already in the review, Onyx is officially the third manufacturer to do this. Tilt. They figured out tilt. And you might be saying, well, I figured it out. What do you mean? You just turn the angle? Sure. But 98% of the industry doesn't do tilt. So if it's so easy, why don't you do it? You know what I mean? Like, no one does tilt. So far, oh yeah, I can use the back. So far, Lenovo. What's the quick thing for Lenovo? LN? I don't know. And then Remarkable. And now Onyx, Onyx Boox? RM is very synonymous with Remarkable. I've never really short form Onyx. Now these guys can all do tilt. tilt. And it doesn't even have to use the Pen 2 Pro. I'm not even using the Pen 2 Pro. I honestly couldn't find it before live. I'm using the Scribe pen, and it's all the same thing. This is a very quick unit. This is, I gotta say, you look at the current landscape of 13.3s. Let's expand my canvas 1 by 2 by 1. There we go. If you look at the current landscape of 13.3s, you don't see very much out there. You see, of course, until this, what was considered one of the, what do you call, wild cards? I don't really know English idioms anymore. I'm losing my English. Big Me X6 is a good one. It's a very good one. And then the Quaderno Gen 2 has the best writing experience, period. You can't get better writing experience. There's no arguing it. That's not me talking. It's the industry talking, and it's just objective facts that it feels more real on the Quaderno Gen 2. Then you have the Tab X. And then you have that, probably it's the best. It's the best 13.3. There isn't a better 13.3 right now. I believe Han Von has the Smart Office, and iFlyTech has the 13.3. I think it's just called iFlyTech 13.3. A little bit locked out, Chinese only kind of thing. Han Von's only about 70% in English. And I mean, you have the Alteric Note, which doesn't sell to people, doesn't sell to businesses, so they don't really sell it. And then you have the Mira monitors, which are just monitors. They're, computer monitors. They don't have any mind of their own. So really, the current landscape of 13.3s doesn't really extend. Oh yeah, you have the Dasong A4, which is made with 2016 technology with the Sony DPT pen. An absolute mess of a device. Dasong is a great company. The A4 is a mess. Shouldn't exist. Completely doesn't have anything to do with Dasong. It's so not a Dasong device. It's silly how it exists. Honestly, we've talked to the company about this, and it wrecks their identity. It's just weird. Steve Donahue says, agree about the tech miracle, but does anyone actually enjoy the experience of reading a book on a device that is big? No, you would never read a book on this. I ain't spending $880 US to put this on my table and be like, oh, I'm reading my favorite novel. Absolutely not. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. This is not an e-reader. This is so far away from an e-reader. It's not even funny at this point. An e-book reader is those companies that have race to the bottom prices. You put a couple file formats in, like a Kindle or a Barnes & Noble or a Kobo, and you go, tra-la-la-la-la, I'm reading a book. And then you look at the kind of more niche units like the Ink Palm, which is a little bit 5-inch, and then you get the Hisense stuff, which is like, okay, I can use cellular on it. So, we're mixing the categories now. But no, a hyper tablet supercomputer like this is not an e-reader. The screen in which your eyes see the light from the world that is reflected off objects that we see on a daily basis. This is the Tab X. And here's you with your big eyes. You're like, whoa, look at that. Oh my God. Wow. The light that gets reflected comes in black and white. But that doesn't mean this black and white screen tech, this e-paper panel, just because it's e-ink, wow, it's a wrong pen to use. Oh, just because it's e-ink does not mean it's an e-reader. E-ink is the name of the company, not the technology. The technology is called e-paper. E-paper does not equal e-reader. It does not. You can have LCD color e-readers if that's the way the company wants to project their product. E-paper does not equal e-reader at all. There's countless applications, from whiteboards to gigantic screens using 50-inch spectra that have displayed at a coffee shop showing the deals on muffins. $880. Yes, Stephen Donahue, but remember, Stephen Donahue makes a good point. Tab X, 880 Bobos, 2023. Now watch this. Are you watching? Good, because I'm stalling. Oh yeah, Sony. Sony S1, 2014, 2013. $1,400. Look at the dates. Then you have the Quaderno, 2019, $800. Then you have the RP1, 2016, $1,000. No Google Play, no Google Play, no Google Play, no audio, no stylus pen support outside of active capacitive, no expandable storage, no glow lights, nothing. $880. I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just saying, objectively speaking, it's significantly cheaper in the realm of 13.3s. It is. Whether you agree or not, that doesn't matter. Whether I disagree or not, that doesn't matter. It's cheaper. It honest to goodness is. Is it expensive? Sure. Are all these expensive? Absolutely they are. But it's actually cheaper. You get Carta 1250, which is the latest tech. You get a glow light with warm. You get pen support. Any pen on the market. Kindle Scribe pen if you want. Why am I scratching it out? It's a freaking eNote. You get Google Play for that. Whereas before, you didn't get anything. The Guido, $1,900. The Padmu, which is just using Onyx stuff, grossly overpriced at $1,400. Both of these are 2018, 2019. So to get the latest year at that price, it is actually cheaper. Honestly, it is. I think it's still expensive. Don't get me wrong. $880. The thing about the e-reader industry is that there's one company in the world that makes the panels, e-ink. So when a company like Onyx says, I want 6 inches, oh, you better believe they're buying stacks. Because Kindle is saying, yeah, can we get like, I don't know, 1 million 6-inch panels? And e-ink is like, oh my God. Okay, well, I'll give you a good deal. I'll give you a good deal on 7.8s. I'll give you a good deal on 6s. I'll give you a good deal on 10.3s. Suddenly, when someone says, I want a 13.3 from e-ink, e-ink says, we're not selling many of those. We got Dasung, they ordered like 5. We got Quaderno, they ordered 100. Each panel is $210 unit cost. And that goes back to Onyx's ear, and they're like, $210 for the panel? And that's what happens. The technology is so expensive that's why you see the 13.3-inch realm like this. So given that, that's an amazing price. Again, still expensive. I'd rather buy an iPad. Sure, but that doesn't make sense. You can't compare e-paper to iPads. Now what we got here. Stephen Donahue, just fascinating. You young man are a hell of a teacher. Oh, well, thank you. I'm not a teacher, but that's great. Artful Notion. Bahahaha. All right. And Adrian Boo from, oh, hey, Mom. Boo from Vancouver Island. Andrea Giongiani. Damn, I can't say your name. Nice name, though. Question, how comfortable is used one-handed? Oh, good question, Andrea. And watch this. Look at this. Weird. Because you got the Boox logo at the bottom right. Landscape based. So if the extended ledger bezel is here, why they do an extended bezel is to not get your finger on the screen. For example, if it's landscape like this, and I'm following the orientation of the text, I'm going to hold it like this. Oh no, I'm touching all the palette and the elements on the side. Okay, I'll creep my hand away. Wow, that's uncomfortable. Because it is. Very uncomfortable to use like that. So if you're left-handed, right out of the gates, you're having a great day at the fair. Because you got all this meat to grab onto. Look at this, tra-la-la. That's fantastic. But for a right-handed person, which, I mean, on paper, more people are right-handed, you would have to go rotate, change the T, flip it. Yes, you can do auto-rotate as well. And then go like this. But I can't go on with my life like this because that Boox logo is upside down. And this ain't no PS2 where I can swap it around. That's weird. Is it uncomfortable to use in one hand? No, not really. Not really. Especially this way. This way is okay. Although you get, you know, people always kind of say, oh, everyone's copying Remarkable with that side ledger. But, you know, it makes sense because when your hand's here, your thumb is on the screen, right? With the side ledger. Here is the screen. 10.3, right? Well, look at it the other way. If you had this with bezel-less designs, because everyone's like, oh, the bezels are so thick. Well, now suddenly your thumb's on the damn screen. So that's why the side bezel exists. But the way they orientated it here was quite... it becomes a Zoob logo. That's right. Yeah. Oh, Andrea, you're left-handed. Sweet. Well, there you go. Answered your question. But yeah, that's just really weird. I don't like... I'll be like, okay, well, I'm taking my... and I look at that, and I'm like, okay, let me just cover that. And then it just creeps open again. You're like, oh my god. So yeah, it would distract me. I'm not OCD or anything like that. Although if one is, that's totally fine. I'm just saying it's just weird how that's there and it's upside down. I would have just liked them to omit that altogether or just put it right there in the center. Because what are they trying to say? Like, this is why you orientate it like that, is because you're saying to people, like, this is the way it should be. You're guiding me. You know what I mean? You're demanding me to follow that. It's just silly. Diego Lopez, hello from Lisbon. Is that Portugal? Crazy. Is the writing feel different from the Tab Ultra? Yes, this is the same tip. Don't worry. You know what? It's very glidey. Look. It's very glidey. It slips. It's not the most paper-like feel. Now, there, writing feel good and bads are subjective, because some people say, I like how flowy it is. Like, cool. That's great. But, the thing about e-paper and pencils is that they try to mimic paper, and they're not doing it here. It doesn't mimic paper at all. It feels like it's almost pound for pound like I'm writing on the monitor. Remember, the new screen, Diego, is, in an e-reader, there's many layers. There's many layers. And when it all comes down to the final layer, they put a screen protector on top. That's what your pen is touching. The screen protector layer, not the e-paper panel right there. You're not touching the EPD, which is the electronic paper display. You're actually touching that. So all of your senses as a human being only have to do with whatever the top layer screen protector they baked on there was. And that's this one right here. So unfortunately, it's not the greatest writing experience. Andy says, are there screen protectors that rough the screen? Yes, absolutely. There's screen protectors that have more little divots. If you look at a screen protector like on the side, that's what it looks like, right on the side. Some are smooth like that, just a smooth sheet. Some are more like porous and they have little grooves, if we zoom in. Like a record player. So as your pen hits that, goes over the little grooves and it gives you that feedback. It gives you... you're writing on sandpaper. You get that understanding, like, oh, you know what I mean? Because paper is naturally, it's pressed, right? It's, if you zoom in on paper, it's got these, little fibers everywhere, right? And then that's what you touch with the pen, is like the individual inconsistencies of height in the fibers. So yeah, if you get another screen protector and put it on top of this screen protector to make it better to write on, sure, for sure. Diego Lopez, yes, Portugal, and thank you for the answer, no problem. Thunderbird, e-whiteboard. Yeah, we're trying to get our hands on the Ricoh. We've been talking to them for a while. It's the gigantic, I think, 50-inch whiteboard. We're actually selling it. We talked to them about dealer pricing. Hey, guys, don't get scared. It's only $6,999.99 for the Ricoh. But it is the largest e-ink whiteboard in the entire world. It's on our site right now. We're begging them for a review sample, but... the logistics behind sending one single sample to a reviewer and having them send it back to Ricoh is extremely expensive, needs to be insured. It's a lot of logistics involved. So it's not like when we get samples on a daily basis for these little odds and ends. This would be the most expensive e-ink product we will ever have reviewed if we get that. That's crazy. CJ, honestly, it looks unfinished, like no magnet for the pen. Do they usually make hardware update often? That's a good point. CJ, I feel like the software got carried over from the Tab Ultra, so that's really good. But you're very right. The unit, I kind of feel like they were screaming for a replacement for the Lumi to fit in line more with the Ultra/X line of devices. But they didn't think about the side magnets anywhere, and the logoing, and the colors, and the bezel location. It's a weird hardware with good software. Steve Donahue, $7,000. Who would pay for that? I don't have an answer for that, Steven. You know, I could honestly, Steven, I can honestly like counter a lot what all you guys are gonna say. Like, who would spend 800? I just went through that whole spiel about how e-notes are the cheapest they've ever been if you scale it against today's money versus money a decade ago. But $6,000 for a whiteboard. I will give them credit. We did use it at a trade show. It is Wacom enabled, which is insane. Can you imagine this car-sized panel that you just over there, and it's all e-paper. Cool. Maybe like $1,900 cool, which I know is unrealistic because that's not possible, but not $7,000. No. Can you do input via USB like Wacom Bamboo attached to a Windows machine? This does have OTG, so it can host various things. That's a good question. That's pretty complex. Wow. Sam, oh, hello. Sorry, David, I can't answer that question. That's a really good one. Andy, what is the resolution of the Ricoh? I don't know. I don't do any of the store stuff. Head over to our store and check it out, and maybe place an order for one. No, don't. You know what? We don't even want to sell those, honestly. When we were selling all the monitors and the Guidos, it's a nightmare of logistics. That's why I don't do the store anymore. When we sold those Guidos, people would receive it, and they're like, oh, it's slow. And we're like, it's e-paper. Of course it's going to be slow. And they're like, I just spent $1,900. I'm going to dispute and send it back. And we're just like, and then things come back and they're used and they're scratched and people are pounding on it with the pen because they just don't know. We don't want to sell those. We talked to Rico out of like, you know, business to business appreciation and respect. We're like, you know what? You guys are e-ink. We're e-ink. We covered you at a trade show. We swapped business cards. How about we talk about pricing? They sent us pricing. We're like, okay, that's the price. Oh, that's a lot. Can we get a sample? And they're like, But like, I don't even know if we want to sell those. I think we're going to try one. And if it's not smooth, we're not going to bother. Because we get a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into it all. But yeah. Steve Donahue, 1,900 tops. Yeah, I could see $1,900 in a boardroom. Sure. Andy says, lol. I don't know what to, man, and I know you can't reference anything on here, but Artful Notion, how do you feel about the privacy policy? You mean the one that they make you agree to prior to using it? I actually don't know where you find that. I can't remember. I know it's on here somewhere. Just about everything you use in life, from your cell phone to a website, there's terms and conditions up the wazoo, man. I mean, you're always agreeing to things you never read. You know what I mean? We all do. Have you read the agreement? I'm not going to read 953 pages of font 4. Yeah, I agree. Of course. So I can't answer that, Artful, because I didn't read the privacy policy. I'm not going to read, 95 pages of privacy policy. That's just not a realistic thing. It's a liability thing on their end so that they can be protected. But to be honest, like 100% of people out there aren't reading those. Blue Killington, if you install Duet Display on this device, I don't know what that is. Let me check it out. This will be the last thing because we're wrapped up here. Duet Display. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. So, like, Space Desk and stuff, yeah. Oh, there's Space Desk. Okay. It's not that long, says Artful. Well, then, I don't know, man. Read it and let me know how it goes. Steven, does this device not have a magnet to hold a pen? Maybe it has a magnet. Hold on. No, it won't have it on the sides, man. No. But it has magnetics. Hold on. Sometimes you find them near the speakers. Oh, my God. It doesn't have one. Wow, it doesn't have anything. Nope, no magnets. The Tab X has like so many magnet points you can attach things to it, like a fridge. What do we got here? Who said that? Yeah, Blue Killington. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yes, you can use this. I've used Space Desk. Of course, you can. You can use this. Lumi have a magnet. Oh, good question, Andy. I don't remember, man. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember, man. Andrea says, as a bit of trivia, how do you know some companies put if you click agree, you accept, let us claim your immortal souls? Oh, really? That's pretty funny. Yeah, does it have, YouTube is a very small portion of what we do at Good Reader. It's only about 9, maybe 8% of our company. It's just a way for us to interact with the fans and stuff like that, and really, you know, show you guys these kind of units, you know. So, but yeah, YouTube is not something we really focus on too much. So when we get all of our samples and stuff, there are so many samples to, without exaggeration, there's like over 400 a year that we get, that not everything makes the cut. So the amount of things we're dealing with on a daily basis, we have 7 things we need to unbox and film today that we need to discuss whether we're even going to make it to air. So unfortunately, if you go back and you say, hey, what about the Entourage Edge from '09? It's like, I can't pull that out of my head. I can pull a lot out of my head, but that's, you know, I can't remember each spec for each individual thing. So unfortunately, I can't tell you right out of my head. But Nicholas Pinotti says, I have a Lumi, I'm going to test it. Perfect. Yeah, let us know. And can't say that. EHQUE. Can I check if this will connect to a regular Bluetooth keyboard? Yes, it can. I already, I personally showed that in the video, actually. It wasn't even on the shot list. And I was like, guys, you didn't talk about the Bluetooth keyboard. And they're like, oh, yeah, we forgot. So I went in, I just did a pickup shot. You'll see it. It's worse. I did it, and it's me using a Bluetooth keyboard. It connects to anything. Yeah, it's Bluetooth. Thanks, guys. I'm all tired out here. I'm going to quit for the day. No, it's only 9. I'm just kidding. We're going to be getting rocking and roaring with a bunch of stuff. We have Kaleido 3 on the way with the Read Moo Inc. I don't remember what the actual model is. We have the Kaleido 2 High Read, and we have the Big Me S6 Plus, X6 Color. Oh, I just tuned in. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, no. Yeah, go to our YouTube channel. We have a review on there, and we. Oh no, I don't mean I did show it on this live. No, your question's fine, but we showed it on the review. So go check the review on our channel, and yeah, if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below. I'll be on the chat for 30 minutes before I head out into the studio to do some other stuff. Thank you, Mom, for stopping by. No, Lumi does not have a magnet. Its pen is not magnetic, but I tested it with the Nova Air 2 and didn't find any magnet. Nicholas Pinotti with the Brazilian apparently update. So yeah, thanks, Nicholas. That was very nice of you to check that for us. We have Lumis, but they're over there. No, we're not going to be comparing this to a Lumi because there's not really any point, but we will be comparing this to a Remarkable, to a Kindle, to show you the ins and outs and how it all works and how the screen real estate does make a difference. It honestly does. 13.3 versus 10.3, 10.2. It does make a difference. There's a lot more screen on something like this. Thank you so much. That's it, everybody. We will be here every single week. I guarantee that. No, I don't guarantee that, but I will say, it's looking like we're not going to miss a week this year because just the amount of stuff we're getting at this rate. Got a lot of stuff going on. Sam says, have y'all compared Kaleido 3 to Gallery 3? No, because Kaleido 3 hasn't come out yet. The first Kaleido 3 unit is the Readmoo, and it is coming out in like a day. We should be getting ours any day by FedEx. So we will. Yeah, Sam, absolutely. Because we've compared Kaleido 2 to Gallery 3 because we make both of those devices. But not Kaleido 3 yet. But yeah, we'll be doing it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Steven, Nicholas, Sam, my mom, EQ, Andrea, Andy, and Artful Notion, and Blue Killington, and Steve Donahue. Did I say that? David Gentile, Thunderbird, Diego Lopez. Missing anybody? MC Kane. Oh, Simon Gordon. Always nice to hear you. Sorry, no Galley news today. Alex Thunder. CJ. Othita Kumanakaya and Kim Kozul. Who am I missing here? John F. Reynolds. Yeah, always nice to see you. And that should be it. That's everybody. Thank you guys so much. Very much appreciate it. Oh, more than one a day? Thunderbird, more than one a day? Wait. Hold on. Was that battery life or what? No, we can't reference anything on this chat, can we? No, we can't. More than one per day. Per day what? I can't see what you said before. What did you say before? E-whiteboard. Well, I guess if you do figure out what you were going to say there, thank you, though, Thunderbird. Leave a comment down below. And Andy, Andy Regev, I don't think I said hi. And what about a giveaway one? Dang it all, you guys. Simon, man, let me go. I'm just kidding. Giveaway this? No, we're very kind, but devices to review. Oh no, Thunderbird man, we get. Oh, thanks, Mom. Yeah, we get more than one item per day that we have to review. I can't eat no. Like yeah, probably per year we get about 500 items. So yeah, every single day we come in, there's items we have to either review or deem that it is not reviewable, or we talk to the company and we just do a written review, and then we give it away to donations or giveaways or educational institutions. That's why we do like 100 contests a year, because of all the stuff. Yeah, we get about 1 to 2 items a day on average of things that we have to review. So thanks guys, very much appreciated. We'll be here every single week. Mike and I will be doing an end of the month wrap up, and we will do a new little series of something coming up very soon. And what else are we doing? Contests on the channel right now, and Gallery's coming out very soon with Gallery 3, and Pocketbook Viva is coming out, and a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta stop talking. Bye guys, have a good one.